Hello, and welcome to a new Let's Play. As a few of you already know, Fallout is going to be put on hold soon so I can upgrade my computer and really do the game justice. So until then, we're going to be playing some Tropico 4. And I'll walk you through what's going to happen here. I'm just going to play a sandbox mode, I'm not too bothered about missions. And it's going to be a random island. And there will be some rules obviously set in place here. Sorry, that's my phone. It tends to get a bit jealous of the computer being in the spotlight. And basically, this is going to be the setup of the island. If we press generate here, it's quite an interesting shaped island actually. And difficulty, go forward here, will be on 100%. This is full game length, which means it's going to be about a 50-year tenure, if that's the right word. God mode off, immigrants off, all this, immigrants out off. So difficulty 100%. I've only actually had this game like a day, so I'm by no means an expert at it, but I figured it'd fill a nice gap until Fallout's ready again. We're going to choose the custom avatar I've already made. This is him here. Terrible frames, I'm going to change the settings once we get into the game. Apparently it does not like fraps at all here. So that's El Presidente. Try to make him look as British as possible. This looked just like a suit in low resolution. So we'll see if we can change that. You know what? I like that. He looks fairly British apart from the sash. Couldn't find a monocle. But I'll give him a cigar and a bowler hat. He can't really get much more British than that. So we're going to go forward here. And he was a leftist author. I've already selected these, but I will let you see what I've selected. And you can pause that and read it if you want. His rise to power was through a communist rebellion. I think I'll change that actually. And military coup. I think I like that. Basically, he was really bad at what he done, and he basically took pity on, and someone gave him a really crappy island. His traits: he's an administrator. That's that. He's hardworking. I'm not sure how these level up. I haven't gone too far into detail. Like I said, pause them and read if you want. And I had to get this multiple personality disorder. It just seemed perfect. So we're going to play with this character. And who knows, maybe the island will know that's still going to run like crap. So I'm going to pause this and change the video settings here. Back in 2 moments. Okay, hopefully this runs a little bit better now. Still not going to be perfect, but there we go. Looks like, what do we have here? A farm, but it doesn't tell me. A corn farm and another corn farm. Good, they're feeding the people. So first thing I want to do is I like my cities to be organic. I don't really plan them out too much, but I do like to make sure I leave myself plenty of road to actually use to expand. So we're just gonna put out our roads a little bit here in each direction. And there's our harbour. We're going to want that linked up. Lovely. So then let's go for, I have the game paused at the minute, food and resources. Let's get ourselves a couple of logging camps. Now, this looks like a good place to start removing trees from for now. Looks like our island is quite sandy, but I can live with that. So I'm going to get just a single logging camp, put that right there. And I will also want a couple of fishermen's wharves. Just one for now, and we'll just find a place for this. And let's zoom out a little bit and see if they need to be on the coast, I'm pretty sure. I might even see if I can expand up here to get the fishermen's wharves. For now, they're not hugely important. Like, we can use something else Let's see. I want a marketplace to make sure that stuff can be, food can be distributed to the people. Education immediate. First thing, I really do want a grade school to start off with. Pretty sure I need someone with a high school or college education to get that, so I'll have to order them in from abroad. And let's see here. Goats, llamas, okay, cattle. And we'll have a cattle ranch up here. Different food makes your people quite happy, so we'll run the game at normal speed here. And you'll see builders will come from different places. Nobody's building the marketplace yet. No one's assigned to the... No one's assigned to anything to build just now, I don't think. It's gonna take the builders a little while to get their asses in gear. Right now we have 60 people and they are 50% happy. Let's see if we can find El Presidente himself. I'm not really sure how you do that. He must be in his castle thing somewhere. Speed this up a little bit. Anybody assigned to the ranch? No. Ah, someone's assigned to build this now. The marketplace. And as you can see, that the scaffolding goes up and then comes down, and there's a building there. And there's the marketplace. And because we don't have a high school, well, someone...
Miss Pineapple's favorite book for the children in the grade school. But it turns out that the book is not meant for children at all. In fact, many say that it would make an old sailor blush.
In other words, we have the Tropico version of 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey being read to grade schoolers. Don't you just love that? Now then, I want to build some housing, so we'll get a tenement here. These are really cheap, crappy houses, but you know, it's for a working class family. And we are going to put the wage up to 10 for all uneducated workers on the island. So in other words, if you're dumb as a post, don't worry, work hard and you'll still earn a decent living. And since we only have a single grade school on the island, probably a good thing. Let's see here, we've got to build doing the logging post. That's going to upset the environmentalists because there's different factions on this game and they all basically want you to do different things. Capitalists want you to destroy everything and make loads of money. Environmentalists obviously want you to preserve the environment. It's best to try and get a balance if you can, instead of picking solely for one side all the time, otherwise you'll probably end up with riots or something. Let's see here. I also want a clinic and a church. And I try to build over shacks as often as I can. Just because they're ugly and they're in the way. There we go. And you can see there, that's a teamster or a garage worker taking the builders around to the various places to do their jobs. I mean, you can order pretty much everything you want on this game, but it takes time. Right now we don't have much money left, so I'm just gonna wait and see how things go. We do have a few, you know, we have no goods ready for export, no crops, no wood, nothing. So we're pretty much relying on financial aid from the USSR and the USA right now. And eventually you're going to need an alliance with one of them, or the USA will invade you for your oil. Kind of a tongue-in-cheek joke by the developers here. You can either ally yourselves with the Americans or with the Russians. Either one will stop you from being invaded. Now then, I don't really have the money to order a doctor, but luckily someone with a college education was already on the island. Do we actually have anyone working here? Yes, we have people working here.
Our hot topic today, liberty. Do you think we need more media on the island, Penultimo?
Absolutely not, Sonny. Tropico News Today already provides the most objective information. More media would just be redundant. As long as TNT is on the air, freedom of speech for all Tropicans is more or less guaranteed.
So like I said, this freighter here will bring in immigrants to the island, and you can also export your goods, such as, like, you know, there's our financial aid, and it brought 3.2 thousand worth of imported goods and left with no exports on board because we didn't have any. So we've got a cattle ranch over here which will produce meat. You can see it's got a stack of it there. Tropico can export, or we can sell that at the food market, but it's free for our own people to be fed. And things that are exported will appear on this big pallet here as just blue boxes. You see we have a pallet of wood and a pallet of food. You can't expect too much from your farms in the first year. These two were already established, so the crops have already grown. But if you create a new farm right now, you'd have to wait a full year for any kind of return on the money you've put into it. Our tenement's nearly done. This will earn us small amounts of rent. Not huge amounts, it's only a really crappy building. There's only like one rent per day. At least I think it's per day. So here's the marketplace for all the food. We've got tons of it stacked up there, and I need to sneeze, so I'm going to pause the video here. Don't you hate false alarms like that? And the tenement's nearly done. This is a quite small building. You get them at different sizes, but it doesn't really affect how many people can live there. So it's nothing to be really concerned about. And you can see there the road changed because we've built on it. Nobody's decided to move in there yet. And you do need power for some things as well on the island. Like this logging camp doesn't really need power, it's mostly hand operated. And you see there a teamster just ran away with the wheelbarrow. And he's going to run all the way around here to the dock, and he's going to put those exports on this tray. So I think to save time from now on, I'm going to link those roads up. That does cost a little bit of money, but it saves so much time if you've got a good network of roads. And you can see there, we have a single... Keep trying to right click to turn the thing, but we have a single kind of block of exports ready, and the loggers have already got more ready. The ranch has got quite a bit of food ready from these cattle. Apparently no one's living in that shanty, that's good, but people are living in shacks, and I don't understand why. They build those themselves. You know, I have a decent tenement there for them to live in. They don't really have a good reason not to use it. And we just got 11 new immigrants into Tropico. And that freighter will take these goods here. If a teamster comes to service the ship, there we go. And it's going to buy those exports from us. And that's how we make our money. Exploiting the natural resources of our little island, as if there's any better way to make money. Now then, I do think I want another farm here. And we're going to go tobacco. Well, not here, we're not, because there's nowhere good to grow tobacco on this island. See, everything's, well, there is a few good places over this end of the island, so this is the way we're going to expand first. So, over to the right. Ah, we are right next to the volcano. That's not good, because that will erupt from time to time. See, bananas, papaya. Aha, so we're going to have a papaya farm. I'm just going to put that, there. We'll leave them room for the crops to grow. They do need a little bit of room on either side to plant the fields. See, that bought about 5,000, well, 4,500 worth of Tropican goods to export to the west, where they can be sold at low prices. Or some hippie can buy them at fair trade to make themselves feel better. But we're not going to benefit from that. We do want one more housing, but we don't really have the money right now. You see, the happiness is at 47. I don't get it. I haven't had it up past 50, but I have managed to keep it from going below 40.
Peace and love, dear Presidente. Please accept this flower wreath as a gift and hear my plea.
See, these are the dirty hippies that say, basically do nothing to earn money apart from ecologically friendly things. And later on, noble sentiment. At the start, well, at least for a player of my experience and skill, not a great idea. Because I need to exploit my environment to get anything done. Ha, so we can get a fisherman's wharf there. We'll get that built, and we'll put some roads. We want it to expand over to the right anyway. So we'll have a road heading over past the fisherman's wharf. That's probably going to become a dirt road when we put it on play. There we go. But we'll probably expand and come down this way to try and avoid building too close to this thing. It's, as you can see, it's literally just started to smoke. That's not good, because buildings around it will be destroyed. I do think I want it. I'll take a police station, and I want that somewhere near the center of town. That looks good there. You know what, I think I'm gonna get one more. Let's see if we can get a pineapple, not great. Coffee, tobacco, sugar. And we'll get a sugar farm over there. In fact, no. This is for feeding the people. We'll go with corn. Corn grows pretty much anywhere, and it's got high yield, so it's good for feeding the people. And there we go, the police station. I will order one person from off the island, just to make sure we have at least one policeman. I see these people with a medical thing above the head. I'm pretty sure that means they need money. I can have people assassinated. But it's not a great idea. Yes, and I did say there would be some rules for this thing. And that's basically either complete my 50 years as El Presidente, or I get, you know, someone else gets elected in my stead and I get thrown out from my palace. Whichever of those come first will end this Let's Play.
Tropico's short on cash. Your opinion, Penultimo?
I blame the global economic crisis. What are we expected to do in such generations.
And now you can see we've actually got quite a bit of goods to export. It's brought 8 new immigrants. See how's this tenement's pretty much full. We're going to need another one of those. So hopefully we can get one built. Let's see. And we have a single police officer. For high school educated people, we're going to give them a wage of 15. Gives people more incentive to go to school. And we've sold our goods. See, we're up to like 8,500 now. So no, we're going to build an apartment complex, and this will be for the slightly better off. Most Tropicans are pretty happy with an apartment. It's obviously much nicer than a tenement. So we're pretty much out of money again already. I was just expecting financial aid from the US and the USSR. Apparently we have poor healthcare, but we have a clinic with 2 doctors. That's pretty much the best we can do for now. I wonder, let's see. Yeah, wages for college workers are at 20, so I can't really afford to put wages up right now, as much as I would like to. And freighters can come at any time. You can even have them, like, you can have 2 docks. Like I could, if I expand all the way over here, I could put another dock in over here, and we could have multiple exports, you know, traveling from different parts of the island. And we have people moving into the posh houses. They're only 3 rent, and obviously it's just much nicer. It's a much nicer building. Not sure who she is. I think she's the lady who works at the market.
My dear Presidente, do you know that your advisor, Penultimo, spells his name with not 1, not 2, but 5 typos? All intellectuals agree that it is high time we build a high school on our island.
I would agree, but we've just got some financial aid, and we have another freighter in already, and we don't have much really to export. And I'm going to try not to bankrupt myself too early in the game.
We managed to get the economy back on track and pay back all our debts.
Thanks for the tip. So we're going to wait probably until the next freighter and then build a high school, hopefully. Looks like a lot of these buildings are filling up here. That's a good thing, a really good thing. There's plenty of exports waiting to go out. I'm assuming we just don't have time for them all. We have the Fisherman's Wharf and 3 uneducated males working there. So I think what we're going to do is build a bunkhouse out here. Just a small, crappy house. I think the rent in it's like 1. It's either 1 or 3. So it's just a place for the fishermen to sleep. Probably going to need 2 of them actually. It's just cheap, nasty housing. But it gets the job done. We have more goods, and basically the island's ticking along quite nicely. So I think we'll put this on to Uber speed and just let things tick along, because we need more money before we can do anything else. And we are back in debt. If I had built that high school, we would be in quite a bit of debt by now. We really need a freighter to come along pretty soon with some financial aid and some monies to buy our crap.
Our treasury balance is negative at the moment. The World Bank will cover $10,000 of expenses until we get back on our feet.
So basically you're allowed to go into minus 10,000 and then pretty much all hell breaks loose. I've never seen it get to minus 10 before, so I'm not exactly sure what happens. But I'm assuming they'll just stop covering your debt and you can't do anything anymore. You can't pay people, so they'll quit rioting in the streets. I need to build a customs office as well to stop people just randomly walking into my country. I think we'll put this back to normal speed now. And government, immigration office. Because we can't have people just wandering into my country. I'll only want skilled workers. We breed our own unskilled workers as it is. So we'll put this next to the dock here. And no, picture of Blackboard Education and Media. We'll get a high school. Put it next to the grade school there. And that's like all of our money gone already. Unless someone... yeah, that's all of our money gone. This could end badly.
A petition has arrived at the palace, insisting for a museum dedicated to your youth to be constructed immediately. I personally signed it 300 times, and counting.
Basically the world economy just crashed, and thank God we just got our financial aid. So we have about 10,000 to tide us over to the next freighter. That's good, because without it we would have been pretty screwed. And we need to hire in a specialist. We're going to hire both. These are quite cheap, £600 and £700. And they will stop uneducated workers coming into Tropico, which is a good thing. It's a very good thing indeed.
With the opening of a high school in Tropico, I would like to remind all students of the consequences of misdemeanors in school. Attempted murder of a classmate, spanking. Successful murder of a classmate, spanking. Becoming a rebel and blowing up the school. Meeting with the school counselor. Assassinating El Presidente, right? I will not kill Presidente again. 100 times.
Let's see, how do I change foreign policy? Open doors? No. Attracts more high school and college immigrants. Current effect. Let's see. Tropical first. Immigration is forbidding except for hired specialist level. Increased emigration depend on the skill of the workers. Unhappy citizens leave the island first. We're going to go for skilled workers, which is basically college and high school graduates only. And we now have some high school teachers. Not many, but it's a start. And we have criminals. How very dare they? Good, people have moved in down here. And I think what I want to do is I also want to expand up here. And
Look around, Presidente. See the overflowing garbage cans. See the toxic fumes in the air. See how Mother Nature suffers.
I will not be issuing your edict, woman face. I will be building something. Infrastructure, maybe? Yeah. Let's see now. This place up by the volcano, pretty useless. Just a sandy wasteland. Not a tenement, I don't want that. I want a road. I'm going to have this little cut up between these two farms here. And then infrastructure, garbage dump. This is the perfect place for a garbage dump.
Our hot topic today, the environment. I believe you have something to say, Sonny?
Dear Tropicans, we are all criminals, criminals against Mother Nature. Take a look at our once beautiful beaches, now polluted. Take a look at the mounds of garbage, the toxic waste. This is our doing, and we should do everything in our power to undo it.
That's it for the environment. Next week, library subscription fees.
And we have like 20,000 now. That's good. Our high school is starting to pump out high school educated workers, which means they can teach in high school, or they can get jobs like police and that kind of thing. Because one and two policemen is not enough to police an entire island, surprisingly enough. Now, industry, is it? Nope. Infrastructure. I want a power plant. And obviously I don't want that in the city centre. I think we'll build it off down here. Or maybe even up here. But we need it somewhere. I think I'm going to turn this up here into a tourist attraction, this end of the island. Try and keep it away from all the infrastructure and, you know, the islanders. Because in my experience, islanders and tourists don't mix too well. So we'll build some infrastructure. That's quite expensive for a power plant. I think we'll build another garage and a construction and Teamsters office up here. These basically do all your transporting and driving and obviously building. So we'll have those guys up there and we'll have that road split off. We'll try and build a power plant behind them at some point.
How could they? I cannot believe that El Presidente has built a garbage dump over my favorite meadow. So many natural treasures lost forever. 25 different plant types, 12 different reptile species, and one cute bunny. My dear Snuggles, you will be missed.
Apparently I killed a bunny, so that's always fun. Trying to keep on top of housing here isn't easy. I see all these immigrants. I think we're going to Tropico first. We're going to stop immigrants here after this shipment. We have enough people and not enough jobs or food for now. So we're going to wait until we've expanded a bit. Tropico can't support this many people all at once yet. Let's see, farm. We'll have another corn farm. And a ranch. There we go. More food is always a good thing. And we need housing up here as well. I forgot about that. Gonna need somewhere nice for these guys. and for the power plant workers to stay. So we'll put a couple of apartment blocks up. There we go. Super speed makes things fairly decent. And we have a criminal. The police will do what they can. Quite a few people being educated.
Some Colombian barons have larger armies than ours, sir. This is unacceptable.
Yeah, I agree. We will try and get a military.
The workforce of the island is simply not enough.
Apparently we do need more people. Open doors it is. And can we now? No, we cannot build a power plant yet. Hopefully after the next freighter. Plenty of food being produced from all our farms and such. And we now have enough for the power plant. So we're going to build that up there. And it's going to run on coal, which we're probably going to have to import unless food and resources, mine. Do we have any coal? Hold on, I'm going to have to zoom out there. Food and resources. Mine. Coal, and we will be able to tell if we have any coal on the island because it will show up. And no, we have nothing of value underground. Let's see about everything. Do we? Is that iron? Bauxite. Okay, so we have iron, bauxite, and gold. So that wasn't a coal mine then. So how do we get coal? Salt mine? No. Well, I'm not sure how we get coal. Maybe we have to import it. But we do have some metals over here that we'll exploit.
Unfortunately, the construction plans for our ambitious new project are falling behind schedule, Presidente.
Thanks for the tip.
What do you want? I'm busy ruling. Where to now? What matter requires Presidente?
And here is El Presidente. Apparently there's a little button I can press. And this guy runs like he's on crack. Look at him go. We have a new Teamsters office, garage, and construction office. That's quite good. He went all the way up there to get in a car to come here. And basically having El Presidente stand and watch a building, I don't like the head motion he's making. Basically, it makes things go faster. We're having this as the highest priority, which should hopefully attract more builders.
Comrade Presidente, an article published in the Pravda in Moscow has criticized the housing conditions for the masses in Tropico.
Our hot topic today, housing. Don't you think there are too many homeless people?
There was a clash in the third world between armed forces.
If there were a single homeless person in Tropico, I would personally build him his very own shack.
Yeah, but to live in a shack...
A home is a home is a home, Sonny. Today's shacks are tomorrow's mansions, as long as we faithfully follow El Presidente, right?
Right.
Blame the US. We like the Russians. They have lots of bombs, and it's cold in Russia. I like the cold. So we're going to build a couple of tenements up by the power plant. Give these people like skin cancer or something. Apparently we need a lot more housing than I thought we did, so we'll build more. And we just exported 35,000 worth of goods. That should tell you how well we're doing. Infrastructure, we will build... It's the wrong thing. What was it? Industry. Oh, see, I'm still learning some of this stuff. Welfare and economy. No. What the hell would it be under? Marketplace. There we go. I want to mark it up by these things because this is basically a second town focused around the power plant here. And I might even, if I could, I would get the tourists on that island. Or even over here, but tourism is a good industry to have because it's fairly easy. And I'm definitely going back to skilled workers only now. We have a lot of people here. And we have 20,000. Let's see, what can we actually build? We can build a tourist dock. How much is a hotel? Huh. You know what we are going to... We're going to start up our little tourist village here. A tourist dock. There we go. And tourism. We're going to build a hotel or two. And entertainment. Restaurant. Zoom in a little bit. Entertainment, let's see, we'll have a cabaret club. This is all just stuff to entertain the tourists. And we will build a newspaper back in town. Next to customs office, why not? Voice of the worker, that'll do. And I think this is as good a point as any to leave this episode off. Thank you for joining me in the first part, hopefully of many, of Let's Play Tropico 4. I'll see you next time.